Cancer, this will be your general reading for the month of April. Okay, so let's see what's in store for the sign of Cancer for the month of April. All right. Cancer, please. Sign of Cancer for the month of April. Okay. One more. Somebody's thinking about you, Cancer, that's for sure. Wow. And you got these pages, and my nose just like totally started itching. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. And another page at the bottom of the deck. And my nose is just like seriously like totally itching. Oh my God. Okay. So I think that's like an old superstition or something that, you know, somebody's thinking about you or something like that. And wow, yeah, you've got a lot of pages here. Jeez. So lots of communication this month. Let me see. I mean, we have the Two of Cups here. I almost think this might be like, you know, more work related because of so many of the messages. So let me just take a look. Either that or somebody's like really, really single and having a lot of options here. Okay. Sorry about the nose. Okay. Page of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'll go with work first. I mean, it's possible this is love, but it seems like it's work with the pages. So not super great either. I'm gonna be honest. Not horrible, you know. I think we end up okay. But basically, you know, it's like a couple offers, you know, coming in right away at the beginning of the month. But they're pages, so, you know, and one has something attached to it that's not really true, okay? So like they're hiding something from you, in other words. And one has the potential to really grow into something stronger, that's for sure, even possibly put you in a position of leadership. But I feel some caution around that too. You do have the Two of Cups here, but underneath the Two of Cups is the Devil card. Let's see. So you do have the Page of Staffs at the bottom of the deck, which leads to more balance. That could be better. You have the Wheel of Fortune here too, and the Three of Swords. So, I mean, you've got some major cards. That's, I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you've got 3 major arcana. Okay, so let's see. Let me try to break this down here. So it seems like I said, I think one of these jobs, one of these offers is like kind of not being upfront with you about something. I'll try to pinpoint that if I can, if we have time, because you know how long these things take. I don't know, and it is a general reading. And then you know, so it's like one that is like maybe appeals to you intellectually, you know, and creatively, you know, that type of thing, and one that appeals to you stability wise. Okay. The unfortunate thing is that I'd love to say is that one is better than the other, but I'm not necessarily seeing that either one is definitely the clear choice here. The Two of Cups and the Devil card are kind of throwing me off too, and they are right in the center. So that tells me this is something that you love is changing. I think, okay, all right, that might be it. It could be that, you know, one of these jobs you really kind of are hoping for and you kind of like it, and you know, you're really hoping it comes through, but there's something with this Wheel of Fortune that is like keeping things moving, and kind of I think it's like a favor, even though you're not going to see it that way, you know, but I think it's a favor towards you, because I think you're going to be upset, you know, with this Three of Swords. You know, it's not going to be you know, something that you feel good about, you know, because you kind of loved it, you were kind of hoping for it, you thought it was like the perfect kind of, you know, job really for you. But the Wheel of Fortune is stepping in and intervening and turning this around into a different direction. And the Three of Swords tells me you'll be pretty upset about the outcome. But again, I think it's doing you a favor, because underneath the Two of Cups, you know, this thing that you love is the Devil card. So, you know, it's probably, you know, what do they call it? A blessing in disguise, you know, even though you know, it's not going to feel like it, probably. There's the Seven of Swords here, please. The Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords here for Cancer. Yeah, I think what's happened is somebody's kind of like talking to you a lot about this job. They're probably interested, all that type of stuff. You're getting invested, you know, thinking, yes, this is the you know, this is a good match for me, that kind of thing. But something happens and turns this around, and you know, it causes you, you know, some heartbreak, like I said, and you know, somehow they're moving on, you know, with they have the Six of Swords with the Seven of Swords. So and I think that's also, I think it's a dual meaning, all right, because I think it's also too you moving on to, if you have these two choices, like I said in the beginning, you know, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, you might be like heartbroken over the one that didn't kind of work out, and so be tempted to move into and take the other one, which is you know, like kind of the more stable. It's the Emperor card. So like the other one was like kind of more fun and light and all this. The Emperor is more, you know, it'd be like a stronger, you know, company, you know, that type of thing, a larger organization, very structured, very stable, very secure. Okay, so I think that, you know, you're going to turn away from that one that you kind of wanted, you know, or loved, you know, and you're going to move towards the one that is stable and secure. And then we come to the Devil card. Let's see, why is the Devil card here, please? The Devil card here, please. Oh my God, with the nose. Okay, strength. strength in the devil card. Okay. Give me one more card, please. Okay. All right. So this could be a case of where, again, where you kind of wanted to do this thing because it was a little bit different than your norm, and that appealed to you, okay? But something happens to change your mind, whether they move on from you or you move on from them. You go into this more stable type position, the one that is, more stable. Money is good. It's not, oh my God, good, but it is good and has definitely the potential to grow with the Eight of Pentacles there. So, that's good. And you have the Strength card. So that's good too. The Devil card, I believe, is there because I think this is like, that's what it feels like to you. Because the Devil card is also too, a lot of times about like kind of codependency or not breaking out of your chains, not breaking out of routine. It could be as simple meaning as that. So this may not seem like the most challenging job, that type of thing. And it's kind of what you always do, and I think that's kind of what the Devil card is representing here. All right. But we do have strength in money. Money will grow, with this position. You do have the Four of Wands also, which is a celebratory card. This is like, this could possibly lead to, this job could be so stable that you could even be home shopping. It could allow you to buy a home. It can allow you to provide for your family, and commit to things and financially, it looks very good. Like you would be in a very, celebratory mood about, things. That's very nice. And you end up as the Queen of Wands, which could be a very good sign because this could indicate that this job might be more creative, bring out more creativity than you had anticipated. Okay. Again, it could put you into some type of leadership position where you're able to, be, creative in some way, even if it's like a boring, office type thing. There might be some way that you can expand creatively from this. Let's see. Let me just, I need to lay down two cards to make sure I'm on the right track here. Is this, okay, all right. Ultimately. Okay, all right, good. All right, I was asking ultimately, is this the right choice for the sign of Cancer? And I received the Queen of Pentacles. So, this is, it is, if that's what you're, after, stability and growth and security, security. That's really what it is about. Kind of coming into your own also and being able to, I do see this as becoming a leadership position at some point. That's what I see. I see it growing. The Devil card there, could indicate some issues, things like that. But honestly, I think that's better than the Seven of Swords in a way, because, that can be overcome, whatever that type of stuff is. The Devil card is usually not like evil and, stuff like that. In some readings it can be, but in this, I see it as like this, like monotony, kind of, afraid that you're just doing the same thing that you always do. And maybe you are, that could be, but again, I think this has the potential to grow into something more creative. You have the Queen of Wands and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So, the one is very, creative and interesting and, all of those things, while the other side of her, in this particular case is stable. And, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds, It's not just ability, you know, and it's not just like whack creativity where you don't get any money, you know, and yeah, so you know, it's a nice combination. So I do like that. Let me see here. Gosh, it seems like so specific though for a general read. It's crazy. Hold on. Okay, cool. All right, so beneath the surface lies great bounty. That's what I laid on top of these 2 pages. So these 2 offerings, you know, that are coming your way. So one of them has treasure, okay? And, you know, don't just count on the tarot cards to make the decision for, you know, I mean, that's the way I read them. With a 7, I'm gonna caution this too. With a 7 of Swords in a reading, you know, this could be, you know, kind of like trickery or something too, you know, so you know, I mean, make sure that that really vibes with you. If you know, don't use this video to say, well, oh, yeah, you know, maybe that's a sign from the universe, I should take that one, or you know, because I watched that video, you know, to make sure you are using your own, you know, discernment and you know, things, because you do have 2 choices, and you know, that can go either way. I will say, over the like devil cardy, you know, kind of one that grows and all that, I did pull the card Valiant Courage. Take action with passion. Okay, so, and passion, you know, there's a lot of wands here too towards the end. After, you know, after this, the devil card, then there's passion cards. So, you know, that could be something, you know, like I said, it could turn into something that you actually are very passionate about. All right, so I do, you know, kind of feel that is the way to go. Definitely. All right. You know what? I'll do a quick. Oh, you know what? Oh, sorry. Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just like. Hold on here. Okay, we had 7 swords. I'm sorry. I want to look at this in case it was like a love reading too. So we had no, this was over here, and then we had the devil card underneath that. That was there. This was here. Oh, geez, sorry. And what do we end up with? Queen of Wands. And the 8 of Pentacles was under here. Is that right? No, 4 of Staffs was. And the 8 of Pentacles was, oh my God, why is my eye itching now? What does that one mean? Okay. 8 of Pentacles was a clarifying card. Okay, all right. So, love reading, if it is. So you've got like, you know, a couple choices right off the bat. You know, one is possibly an air sign, one an earth sign. Both seem kind of, you know, immature to you, you know, pages, you know, and not necessarily their personalities. It just maybe doesn't feel like any of them could really, you know, there's one that maybe you really like and is really fun and all that kind of stuff. And then one, again, you know, same kind of thing as the job reading, one that you feel like you could possibly be stable with and grow with. Okay. So the air sign one is probably more likely to kind of break your heart, and not be completely forthcoming, you know, with this 7 of Swords. Okay. And the earth sign one, or if it's not an earth sign necessarily, or if it's not an air, you know, they have those qualities. So if it's not an earth sign, it's somebody who's very stable, very grounded, possibly someone older than you in this instance, even though it is a page because we have the Emperor underneath it. You know, could be father-ish, you know, a father figure type of deal. But that one would probably be the one. It would be the same message as the work reading. You know, it would grow. It would grow into something that you're passionate about, and you know, might have some, again, the same issues with the devil card. Might seem like this like codependency, like, oh, I've been down this road before. This is the type I always pick. You know, that type of thing. But you know, I believe there will be strength and growth, and then you know, passion will come, you know, and be more creative of a relationship than you expected it to be. Okay, so that would be my advice there. I do think that you will suffer some, you know, heartbreak and you know, loss at some point with one of these, you know, offers, and it might be the one that you know, really liked, you know. But again, you know, the air sign, I'm just getting kind of, for some reason, the air sign, I'm getting like immaturity from, and the earth sign, I'm getting maturity. But I think the air sign is probably more fun. And the earth sign is like I said, you've kind of been down that road before. It's kind of like the usual, the same thing that you always do, you know, that kind of deal. But I think that will take a surprising turn for you and be better than you think. Okay, so if it's love, that would be my answers for that. And again, if it's love, we had beneath the surface lies great bounty. You know, so one of those is very good. And then on the earth sign one, it said valiant courage, take action with passion. Okay, could be a fire sign too. All right, that exhibits earth qualities of stability. Okay, all right. So all right, I'll leave it at that, Cancer. And you know, if you like these, like, subscribe, share, and all those fun things. All my information is at the bottom of the description box, and also the Facebook page is on there too. If you like, you know, join up on that. And okay, that's it. Thanks, Cancer. All right.